Perfect, and my favorite is the Absolute bottle. This actually, if you put force there, will hold water and won't leak at all. This fits together perfectly. It fits like it's a perfect cut.
What I have here is a wine bottle cutter that I got off of the internet. Now this cutter was about $45. It's got something to hold the bottle up there so you can turn it, and you have a glass cutter here. In a future video, I'm going to be taking these rollers and making a setup. You could probably use roller skate wheels or just about anything. You want to be able to just set the bottle in place and be able to turn it and use a regular glass cutter, because that's all that this is. It's just a regular glass cutting head. Put a score line there and a score line there so you can make tubes out of bottles like this. For now, I'm going to be showing you with this one. Now, it's important to mention some of the common mistakes that most people make when they do this. They recommend that you oil the glass and everything's cleaned perfectly before you start. I found that that's really not necessary. Now, the biggest mistake that people make is they put too many cut marks into the glass. They feel the deeper they cut it, the better off it's going to be. So what you want to do, I'm just going to zoom in on this. So what you want to do is make sure that everything's nice and firm in place. And that's all you need right there. That score line right there is going to be exactly where the glass cuts. So I am at my shop sink right now. I have the bottle. I have a stream of water running. This is cold water, okay? I have a flashlight set up. This just helps me see where the glass is actually stressed and cracked. And I have a teapot full of hot water. It's a good idea to wear goggles when you do this, just in case something strange happens. But you take and you pour very little hot water. You slowly heat the bottle up, right on that line. You just pour it lightly, slowly, slowly, and then once it starts to heat up the glass, then you go a little bit, and then you just run cold water over it. Now what's going to happen is, the light's going to change through there. You're going to notice that this glass bottle has cracked all along that seam. So I'm going to do it again. You just go real slow. Little bit of water, let the heat build up. And boom. There you have a perfectly cut glass. You can see that the edge is nice and smooth. This fits on, this would take about maybe a minute or two to sand down with an emery cloth or with a piece of sandpaper. And what's even more impressive is your top part is salvageable. So you could basically seam this back together with some silicone to make a vacuum tube